my name is Daisy. This is my lovely sister. We are going to wait a minute till some people hop on, but thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, then please let us know. We are going to be doing a fun DIY arts and crafts, and we're going to be talking about Pandia Health, doing a sister Q&A a little bit, and just getting crafty and talking all about birth control, college, and everything more. So thank you so much for tuning in. Share the link to this live with your friends, with your network, and we're going to have a great time. So let us know all of your questions and whatnot. We're going to get started really soon. And if you want to follow us along, you can get some cardstock, some pencils and pens, whatever you want. And you can also get like some tape, some fun tape. We have some washi tape right here. Really fun. If you can't hear us, please let me know in the comments so we can get that fixed and adjusted. But for now, I'm just going to say, hey everyone, let us know your questions. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Nettie.
Thank you. She's my sister.
Older sister.
Older sister. Yes, thank you. She's my older sister. And yes, okay, Sophie. So Sophie, you can hear us. That's fantastic. We're going to get into it. So Pandia Health offers free delivery of birth control. And what I love about Pandia is the sense of community and empowerment that Pandia Health really boasts. So I love being a part of the team. And I brought my sister along today to talk a little about the free delivery of birth control while also just making some fun crafts. And just a reminder, follow us on our Instagram. Obviously, you're on our Facebook. Please give us a follow on our other social media channels. We're actually going to be doing crafting, and on our blog, there's a recent article I wrote on Mother's Day gift ideas, DIY Mother's Day gift ideas, and part of it is crafting. So go check that out as well. We also have an amazing YouTube channel. On the banner below, you can see that if you use the code DAISY, you'll receive a discount. So please sign up for our services, and we're going to talk a little bit more about our services as we go along. So if you have a question for my sister as we go, let us know. So Nettie, introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Nettie, her sister. I am a college student. I just finished my junior year. I'm going to my senior year. Anything else you want to know?
What are you studying, Nettie?
I'm studying elementary education.
Yes, you are. And do you have a minor?
My minor is environmental education.
Yay. So she wants to be an elementary school teacher. What grade?
5th grade.
And she's especially good at art, so we're going to be doing some crafts, and we're going to get into it. So if you have any questions about Pandia Health again, or us, we're going to be doing a little bit of a sister Q&A throughout this. Well, crafting, so let's get into it. So I kind of got a head start because I knew we wouldn't have as much time as we'd hoped. So I have little root vegetables courtesy of Pinterest.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing Bob Ross-esque drawing.
That's true. So we're going to talk, and I'm also doing a homemade zine. I'm a magazine journalism student myself. In my magazine journalism class this past semester, we learned how to make zines. So here we are. We have a zine. And we're going to be doing the uterus that could, on theme with Pandia. And while we're all making that, we're going to talk a little bit about birth control, our period stories, and just dive right into it. So do you want to talk about your first experience with, like, when you first got your period, if you are comfortable doing so?
Yeah, no, my first period happened when I was at summer camp in the middle of a thunderstorm. I was in my cabin, and I thought I pooped myself. This is true.
Don't worry, she did not poop herself.
Don't worry, I didn't poop myself. I thought I pooped myself, and so I went to go change, but I was like, this does not look like poop. It also does not smell like poop. And so then I asked my friend, and she's such a good friend. She looked at it for me, and then she said Mazel Tov and slapped me in the face. And then she told me I got my period.
What a good friend.
Yeah, it was I couldn't go to the health center for like an hour though.
But it worked out. You lived to tell.
I lived to tell.
I also got my period at the same summer camp, and so it's kind of funny. Same place.
Yeah. We're bonded.
Bonded by the first period location. Okay, so just in terms of birth control in general, do you find it, how has your experience with birth control changed since you've come home post-COVID-19? Has it been a little difficult for you in terms of getting your prescription, or is it the same? How are you dealing with it?
And yeah, it's been a little difficult because I usually get my birth control prescription from my school's health center. And if I'm not there,
how are you going to get it? Pandia Health. That's how you're going to get it. Luckily, we offer free delivery of birth control, and it's really essential right now, I think, especially for college students. We're going to have a blog post coming out soon all about my experience with COVID-19, and we're also going to be interviewing my friend with her about her experience at her college in a few weeks, talking about what her struggles were, how Pandia Health is helping, and whatnot. So we're a great resource if you, like my sister, were getting their birth control at their school's health center, because obviously you're away from campus and it's kind of a hassle. So you want to make sure you're going to still receive it. One less thing. Hashtag better things to do than go to the pharmacy. Like this. We're going to make crafts. We have better things to do, like make crafts. So, yeah. So, okay. Other questions regarding us. What about me? Any questions for me? Like, okay.
Any questions for you?
Or if all of our viewers, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, of course. And if you want, it can be about Pandia. It can be about us in general. So you met my mom last week. She is, of course, our mother. But how has your experience growing up then, especially with a mom who's an OBGYN and very open and open about what she does as a profession? Like our dinner, I said this last week, but our dinner table conversation is about birth control. So how has growing up for you been with an OBGYN mom who's very open and no filter?
It's been pretty interesting. I think I have know more about things than like my friends, definitely. And I watched last week. I did watch it. And I probably agree with you. Like, it's just like everything was just open to talk about.
Yeah, I agree. And just to preface really quick, just a reminder, we are making some fun cards, some DIY cards, and this is what mine's looking like so far, root vegetables. And I'm a college intern for Pandia. I help with content, I help with marketing, all of that jazz. So, and I'm also making a fun little DIY zine, The Uterus That Could.
And I'm making a Bob Ross card.
Yes, so if you have any questions about Pandia, okay, so Sophie wants to know, do you educate your friends about what your mom has taught you? So I think that because our mom is an OBGYN, somehow we embody somehow they think we know all the answers too. And I do think I know more than the average teenage girl about birth control and other women's health issues. So I will try to, if they have a question, honestly, they will go to me, but I will also refer them to my mom. And something I've done in the past is like, they'll ask me a question, but I think they're a little insecure. Mm-hmm. So I'll pretend it's my issue and then ask my mom. So then I'll just relay the answer to my friends. So I think in that regard, I've helped educate them, but I also senior year, because senior year of high school, one of my big final projects I did for school was I did a sex ed class for some of my peers, and I think that was really helpful. Especially I did high school and finished high school in Georgia. We lived in Georgia, and it's abstinence-based education. So I think a huge part to me was ensuring that people were armed with adequate, modern, and helpful information. And Pandia Health is all about making sure you're safe and covered, having better things to do than going to the pharmacy, like we're making crafts. And I think that's a huge part of why I love Pandia Health so much, is because of the whole goal of accessibility. I love being a college intern for them, helping with marketing, helping with outreach. And I just am a huge believer in the mission, obviously, but I just also love that we are a female-founded, female-led, and doctor-led, doctor-founded, doctor-led birth control company. And birth control delivery company. And so I really love what Pandia does, and I think everyone else does as well. If you have any other questions, let us know. We're going to update you on our little drawings. I'm kind of just outlining right now, and I'm going to hopefully finish this quicker. Yes, exactly, Susanna. Women empowerment We are all about that in this household. Today matters. Let's make the most of it and fight for women causes. So Sophie asks, as a female-founded company, is it that much more powerful to work with Pandia? I really think so because, again, I've grown up with with very empowered women in our life. We both have. My aunt, she fights for, shout out to our Aunt Nancy, but she fights for her own causes a lot. She's a elected official in her town in Connecticut. She also is really an advocate for gun safety. And my grandmother herself is also a very empowered woman. So, and having our mom, who's very vocal and I want to say iconic because she is so
Janet
open.
is an icon.
Janet is Janet. Like, there's no other way to explain it. She's very, like, my friends always say, your mom's not, like, Janet. It's funny because when my friends met my grandma, they were like, it's funny watching Janet be out Janeted. Because it's like, it's thing. Because it's just so loud in the best way possible, like, being so unapologetic. And it's great. So I think, what do you think?
I think the same thing.
Do you want to elaborate?
No, I agree. I think that
do you educate your friends themselves on issues like what Sophie had commented about?
I don't think I do as much, only because it's not something my friends and I really chat about. Or I'll do what you do and sometimes refer to our mom. Because I also don't know the answers.
Yeah, so sometimes, like, I remember one of my friends was crying, panicking about something, a health-related issue, and I just called my mom and, like, put her on the phone. And yes, Erin, we do love a powerful woman. And we're also wearing Pandia blue. My laptop,
thanks, Sophie.
My laptop is also Pandia blue as well. And, I just love that working with a female-founded company is really important to me, and I think that's really what gravitated me to be an intern for Pandia Health, and that's why I love it so much. I love the empowerment and vibes I feel from everybody. So again, if any of you have questions for my sister Nettie and I, let us know. And just a reminder, check out our blog, check out our YouTube, whatever you want, and give it a go. So this is what it looks like still. I'm going to put this aside because you kind of get the point. They're root vegetables. I was going to write, like, I'm rooting for you or something cute and send it to a friend another time. But let's work on our DIY zine. The uterus that
this
could.
Is my card set.
Yes.
We love Bob Ross.
Don't you have a Bob Ross chia pet?
He broke.
Okay, well, she did have a Bob Ross chia pet. But we're going to do the
Bob
uterus.
Ross coloring book.
Where is it? Oh, here, yes. Bob Ross coloring book. Here we go. And, okay, so I'm going to do the uterus that could. We've just put in a rainbow. It's not rainbow, but the shape is a rainbow. And I don't think I'm going to be able to draw this and throughout the pages in time, so we might have to do a follow-up next week on what it turns out to look like. But for now, I'm going to continue working on it. And if any of you have questions, again, keep going at it. So we kind of touched on your experience with your first period, my experience with my first period, and how we've grown up really knowing birth control. So for me, I think it's important to know that birth control, like, just because you go on birth control, try one birth control, that doesn't mean it works for everybody. Like, just because one doesn't work for you doesn't mean there's plenty other options. Erin, great comment. Bob Ross is my husband. Nettie is definitely a fan of that too. So as I was saying, just not every birth control works for everybody, and I think that's important to realize. Like, everybody's body reacts differently, and we're gonna be making some really dope TikTok soon. And oh my gosh, yes, we should include the coloring book in the mailers. Okay, Susanna, great idea. Maybe I'll just do a blank version of this, and then we can maybe make some copies and send them in the mailers. The mailers are the packages you receive when you get birth control. There's some high chew in it. There's some goodies in it, and you also, of course, your birth control back. So we're gonna be that's a great idea. So we'll figure that out, and you might get one yourself, but you'll have to sign up to know. And we're gonna what was I talking about? Oh, birth control. So like for me, the first time I got a birth control pill, it was not right for my body. Like, it just did not work for my body. I took it because I wanted #periods optional. So I wanted no periods. I had a really heavy period and I did not really enjoy it at all. It was kind of miserable. So that's why I took birth control, and we have a whole campaign called Periods Optional. So please check that on our website. and it didn't work, so I had to change my method of birth control. But I think that's a lot of the people I know when I started taking birth control in high school was for that same reason, was to alleviate birth control pain. I mean, not birth control pain. Not birth control pain, sorry, like period cramps and just kind of having to deal with it in general. And thank you, Julia, for saying our crafty queens and Nettie. Sophie likes your shirt.
I know, I said thanks.
Oh, oops. Okay. But we're gonna be doing a new craft right now because I've kind of just switched between 3. I'm gonna decorate this glass. I just realized it's in front of me, but I'm gonna decorate this glass thing a little with some chalk marker and give it a go with we have some easy chalk markers. I think you could find this at Target or Marshall, not Marshall's, Michael's, and it's really easy. Julia, thank you for appreciating the shout out. You just got another one. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do some Zentangles with some little dots here and there. And
Zentangle is little tiny designs.
Thank you. And if you have any other questions, let us know. And what I like about chalk markers, especially for like decorating glasses, is again, it's washable. So if you hate the design one day and want to change it, that's okay. Okay, so like mine, not turning out great, but that's why you can change it. And I'm going to do some more dots, give it a little go. Yeah, and okay, so Nettie, another question. Another question for you is, how have you been able, post-COVID, how are you finding ways to deal with your mental health and physical health?
I started running.
That's good, yeah.
I don't like running. I never had liked running, and now that the gyms have been closed, I am forced to like it.
I would say that's a very shared sentiment.
But I like it. I've been enjoying it. I have my little Couch to 5K program, and it's pretty nice.
I think like it's a great way to get outside too, just especially during like being inside most of the day can be really frustrating, and like especially being online from coursework and everything, it's easy to get consumed in all of that. So I really like that as a way to alleviate some stress. And we have some fun movies, like we have an article coming out soon about feminist movies to watch. So when you do want to relax at night and unwind, feel free to check that out. So here's an update on my little Zentangled glass. It's okay, but we're doing it. We're working with it. If anybody has questions about Pandia, how to get the birth control delivered for free, let us know. And okay, wait. Oh, we're gonna do a fun little new design. I don't know why I decided to do that now. We're just gonna go with it.
Another thing I've been doing is making sure to do one creative thing every day.
That's really helpful. I think it's easy to get consumed in work. I need to be doing that more. I just started skateboarding, so if you see me with a broken arm in a little while, that's why. But okay, we're gonna stop with my Zentangling. I don't think that's a word, but we're gonna stop with that. But I kind of like how it turned out, and Nettie's thing turned out great.
It's not done.
It's done for now. And then you'll hopefully see this in your mailer or something similar, like a little coloring book, a little activity. And you also see, I'm going to color this in, so I'll make sure to have it with me next time on our next live. But we're going to wrap up, so unless you have another...
Is that it?
We're almost at the time gap, so yes. Oh. So if anybody has another question about Pandia, Nettie or I, let us know. And feel free to watch my mother and I's live from last week. It's a little further down on our Facebook page, but it's there. So
if you go to videos,
yeah, that's a helpful tip, Nettie. Go to videos, and then you will see it there. So this is another spawn of hers.
What?
No, you, Nettie. Mom.
Oh, yes.
Child. Yes.
Spawn.
Yeah, okay. No, it didn't land. It didn't land. But thank you so much for tuning in. And just a reminder, like I said, our Facebook, we have our Instagram, we have our YouTube channel, and if you've missed a live, we're going to be starting to we've been uploading and starting to upload some of our past lives so that you all have a chance to view it at a later date from our Instagram. Oh wait, that's so cute.
Yeah,
and as well, feel free to please use my referral code Daisy. It's on the little banner running down below. Nettie would love to show you her our happy little trees. She's really proud of that. Thinks it's funny. It's very beautiful. And if you have, please just visit our website. Like we kind of talked about, periods optional and just having better things to do. That's our series. We're going to be doing some fun things in the future. Perhaps a smoothie bowl tutorial. I am obsessed with smoothie bowls. And I think she really benefits off of the cooking I do. So stay tuned for some amazing webinars. Co-founder and CEO, Dr. Sophia Yen, is great at really taking over some of our social media sometimes. So there's live Q&As that we do. So please check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and come back next Monday at 3:30 Eastern time, 12:30 Pacific time, and to see me again, to get on our to have our more of our Better Things to Do series. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later, Pandia pals. I might coin that now. Bye. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.